Hello, and welcome to today's live coaching call and community conversation. Today, I'm going to share a little bit about my journey with intermittent fasting and how I really do credit intermittent fasting and this lifestyle that I have created to really saving my life from where I was to where I am today, and hopefully shed a little light on the possibility of that happening for you as well. So welcome. My name is Diane Parham. I am the creator of the online course and community, the Intermittent Fasting for Today's Aging Woman, as well as our graduates course, which is called the Midlife Mindset Shift, that has a course and community as well. But today we're going to talk about intermittent fasting and how it really is proving to be the thing that is saving so many women's lives. As we're transitioning through perimenopause. Remember, I come at this lifestyle from the standpoint of a mindset coach. So we're going to be talking a little bit about that today as well. And then always that leads into some of the other things that are so beneficial to intermittent because of intermittent fasting as well. So we're going to mix it all in together. If you're joining us from YouTube and you haven't yet done so, please take a second to hit that subscribe button. We are so close as a community to getting to that 100,000 subscribers. And so if you wouldn't mind doing that, I would appreciate it. And again, on Facebook, if you haven't done so yet with a follow, please make sure that you're following us over there. That way, when I do upload information, you will be able to get notified or at least know that there's some new information that's going on. So I appreciate you guys in both communities. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about me and how I started with intermittent fasting. So I went in for an annual physical with my doctor. I was feeling fatigued. I was feeling really depressed. My body felt like it was falling apart. I didn't recognize who I was. I was losing my memory, like all of the complaints and the things, awarenesses maybe that we are feeling as a community of women who are transitioning into menopause from perimenopause. And I was really scared because the way I was showing up in my life was not the woman that I had been 50 years prior, right? I've always been super optimistic. I've always been super healthy. I've always been able to manage my weight and manipulate my physique, so to speak. And so these feelings of depression and fear and fatigue and just lack of knowing who I was in general as a woman were really starting to scare me because all of my tricks of trade that I had used in the past were not working for me anymore. I wasn't even finding joy in, even working out, which has always been my go-to for kind of changing my mood and my mindset. And so I came out of that doctor's appointment a pre-diabetic, which was very shocking to me because I have been in the health and fitness industry for my entire life, pretty much. Nutrition has always been super intuitive to me and fascinating to me. Fitness was a decision that I made when I was in high school that was just going to be a part of my life because I never wanted weight or lifestyle diseases to be anything that I had to manage. I knew that when I was in high school. And so for me to now be in this situation where weight and health related diseases that seemed lifestyle related were something I was going to have to manage. And so I was really, really feeling like my body was letting me down. And so that's when I started researching intermittent fasting because it was the only other thing that I saw people doing that was different from what I had been doing. And this is one of the questions that I get a lot from women is, do you think intermittent fasting is good for me because I have these XYZ ailments? And I always say, if those ailments or things that you're frustrated about didn't come about because you are fasting, then fasting is a really great thing to throw in the mix to see if it might be the missing piece, right? And so that's what I felt like. I had been eating 6 times a day. I was carb counting. I was managing my calories. I was exercising away food. I was doing all those things and they weren't working for me. So why wouldn't something like intermittent fasting, which was the exact opposite of what I've been trained to do and practiced to do and coached to do my entire life, why wouldn't that be something that I could give a try? And so that's what I did. I did exactly what I teach you guys here. And I just started trying. And I did exactly what a lot of you do here too. I was afraid to go to 20 hours because of the advice that 16 hours was what we were supposed to do. I was really nervous about, quote unquote, messing up my hormones, which again is one of those warning signs that so many of us read about and hear about. But my hormones were already a mess. I was pre-diabetic, following a very healthy lifestyle with nutritional choices and exercising every day. So how did I become pre-diabetic, right? And so what I had to really research is what was going on with my hormones. And that's really where all the things started clicking for me with intermittent fasting. And I did like everybody else does too. I was putting the butter in my coffee, despite the fact that I'm very lactose intolerant and had a lot of dairy intolerances. I was doing a lot of the quote unquote keto type of lifestyles and doing all the keto packaging type of foods, and those were making me sick because so many of them had soy lecithin in them. And so all of these frustrations that so many of you are going through, I felt too. So I went from already feeling depressed, already feeling lost, already feeling scared, already feeling discouraged about my body and my future self, and then mixing in all of these things that also weren't working for me because I wasn't thinking for myself and I was listening to the advice that other people were giving me, even the advice of you shouldn't do this, right? And being very afraid to get myself to that next level because I thought that the advice that I was getting was actually working. And so I wasn't even feeding myself in a way that I intuitively knew worked for me because I was not thinking, I was just following. And it wasn't until I said enough of that noise, enough of the advice, I'm going to try this my way. I'm going to try to listen to the signs and signals my body is sending me, and I'm going to see how that works out. And that's how the intermittent fasting for today's aging woman course came about. I stopped taking advice from strangers and I started listening to my own body and the signs and the signals that was sending me. And literally within days, I started to feel better in that 20-hour fasted window. And I did it squeaky clean. I share here all the time that I literally fasted as if my life was depending on it because I felt like my life was depending on it. What I saw for my future was not making me happy. It was making me very afraid. I didn't want to become an Alzheimer's patient. I did not want to manage diabetes. I did not want to have to wake up every day feeling bummed out and scared to walk in my closet because none of my clothes fit me, or I didn't like the way I saw myself showing up in my own skin. I didn't like the way my skin was looking. I had bags under my eyes and eczema and all kinds of things going on. And I didn't like that. So I had to do something different and I had to listen to my body to save my life. And I'm going to share with you what I think some of the life limiting things are that so many of us women are managing on a daily basis and we don't even recognize it as life limiting. Depression. And I don't even mean like clinical depression. I just mean every single day not being happy in your own skin, having that fear of walking in your closet and almost breaking out in a cold sweat, afraid of putting clothes on because you don't like the way they look and feel on you, right? Those are life limiting things for us because it sucks us of our joy and it sucks us of our energy. Fatigue, not having the energy to get through your day without quick fixes and a pinch of this and a bite of that and all the things that we get duped on as far as the supplementation desperation grabs that we spend all of our hard-earned money on to just hope we have some energy to get through the day. Life limiting can also be thoughts of disappointment in ourselves and our body, right? We have no idea what menopause is going to be like because so many people aren't talking about it in a truthful way for women by women, right? And so we feel so disappointed in our body. I felt the same way. My body, I had count one time when my body disappointed me, and menopause was the second time. And I thought, how can my body do this to me after all the things that I've done for it, right? And so you go into that disappointment. Fear of the future is so life limiting when we're so afraid of what our future self is going to be. That's a scary way to wake up and live your life every single day, fearing what the future has to hold for you. Not enoughness is a big life limiting aspect of living your life in a diet type of mentality, or when you can't figure out your own body, when you feel like every day is a hopeless day and you feel like you're just not enough. That limits our life in so many ways that we don't even realize until we really believe we are enough. Body image issues are so life limiting. Again, when we walk into a room and the first thought on our mind is, are people going to think XYZ of me? And it's not a positive thought. You're afraid to walk in with confidence. Your shoulders are rolled in. Your head is down, like you're sort of don't want to be seen. So you make yourself small, right? All because of the way you don't like to see how your body is. And that doesn't necessarily even mean a size or a physique shape or any of those kind of things. It's just you and how you feel and how you carry yourself and how you project that onto other people about yourself. Chasing unrealistic goals is so life limiting. So many women are living this life of, if I could only lose these last 5 pounds, then I will be what? Happy, more energetic, sexier, whatever it is that you think that 5 pounds is holding you back from is consuming your life and your thoughts and your energy. And it may not be a realistic goal for you in this season of life that you are in. And that is very, very life limiting for so many people, because all you think about is 5 pounds and you don't think about all the blessings and the happiness and the things that you should be grateful for sitting right in front of you. And one of those things could just be simply your health. And the last life limiting thing is managing illnesses. When you have to live your life around doctor's appointments and prescription refills and all of the things that really do hold you back, when you have to think about your health restrictions first, like I can't do this thing because I have to do this medical thing, or I can't have this because my doctor said I have to manage that, or whatever it is, that is so life limiting. And we don't even think about it, because for so many people, that's just normal life, right? So all of these things can be very life limiting. And so many women going through menopause, or just even perimenopause, deal with these on an everyday basis, and they're making life decisions from this limiting standpoint. I can tell you this because I was that woman, right? Then I started intermittent fasting. Yes, intermittent fasting helped me lose weight. Yes, intermittent fasting reversed my pre-diabetic condition. Of course it did, because I was doing all those things that were going to make that happen, and my body wants to be healthy. Your body wants to be healthy. But here's how intermittent fasting really did save my life. I started feeling optimistic. I started looking forward to waking up every day, because when my feet hit the ground, I liked how I felt. I liked what I saw, and I was doing it in my most authentic way. So feeling optimistic is something that a lot of people don't even know is possible for them, because their life is so pessimistic. They see their future and they see only problems. And when you start intermittent fasting and you start to feel better and your body starts to work on its own accord, and you don't live your life drugged out by food choices, right? And hormonal and chemical responses that happen when we put things in, on, and around our body, you have no other choice but to feel optimistic. It just becomes part of who you are. Another life-saving aspect of intermittent fasting that has nothing to do with weight is you start to feel empowered. When you have that internal sense of energy, we call it the energized sense of calm, and you know that you are making informed decisions for you and your future self moving forward, you are going to feel unstoppable and like there's nothing in this world that you cannot do. I know that was one of the biggest things that happened for me, is I felt like there was nothing in this world that if I want to do it, if I can make the decision to do it, that I should have the opportunity to do that. So that is a feeling of life saving, right? And it comes from you looking and feeling your best. The energized sense of calm, I already talked about that. You'll have so much energy, you won't even know what to do with it, right? Can you imagine having a 24-hour period granted to you every single day and having so much energy, you don't know what to do with it, and it comes naturally from within, like your body just knows how to produce that? It is life-saving, because you're going to have all these opportunities presented to yourself, and without hesitation, you're going to be able to say yes to the ones that you want to, and confidence to say no to the ones that you don't. It is life-saving. Thoughts about the future will change. I am so excited for the next 20 years. And you don't hear a lot of women say that in their 40s, 50s, maybe 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. Like the future holds endless possibilities for us when we go into it happy and healthy, right? When we go into our future, we think about our future self and we don't feel happy and healthy about where we are today. It is really hard to be optimistic about our future self. So when we can change that because we take control of ourselves, we take control of the choices that we're making for ourselves, the future is so exciting to think about and plan for, right? Your thoughts about your goals will be so exciting for you because you see them coming true. You can see them clearly because your mindset will be right, your thoughts will be clear, the fogginess and the cognitive decline lifts away. You're going to just feel like you can do anything, and the goals that you set for yourself should be big and they should be fun to achieve. Time and money is another life-saving aspect of intermittent fasting. You will have so much time on your hands, and time is one of those things that we feel like is just like slipping through our fingertips. I can't believe it's already the middle, almost the end of August of 2022. I have a 22-year-old son and a 16-year-old daughter. Where did the time go, right? We want to make sure that we are taking advantage of the time that we have, and you'll have so much more of it if you're not busying around, running to doctor's appointments or managing a bunch of food you don't need, or just wasting it because you're not feeling and looking your best. And then, of course, we know the money saving aspect of intermittent fasting as well is one of those aha things that so many of us realize when we know we don't have to spend all this money on things that are promising us these miracles when our body is capable of producing those miracles on its own, and it is for free. So you will save so much time and money, and that is life-saving, especially in this day and age when everything seems to be so expensive. You can manage your life with less, and it's super amazing to realize that. And then to live your most authentic life. As women, we should be able to make decisions on how to care for ourselves on our own. We don't need anyone to tell us how to do that. We need to take that power back for ourselves. And when we do that in our most authentic way, when we can say, this works for me, and I know this is the best thing for me, I don't need your opinion or advice about how I'm taking care of myself. It is so freeing and it is so amazing, and it will build your inner confidence. And then the last life-saving aspect of intermittent fasting that I am the most grateful for is at 56 years old, I am managing no illnesses. I am managing no prescription medication. I am managing nothing outside of me just living my life. Now, let me say one thing about managing illnesses and managing medication. There is a time and a place for medicine to help you get over the hump of something that maybe you lost sight of or you didn't realize was happening in your body, right? But you also have the power, especially for a lot of these lifestyle related diseases that a lot of us tend to have to manage as we start to get older, is that you can reverse them. There are so many that can be reversed. And remember, medicine manages and fasting tends to heal, right? So do you want to manage or do you want to heal? And that is also where intermittent fasting has been life-saving. I have zero doubt that if I had not adapted and created this intermittent fasting for today's aging woman lifestyle, that I would be under the care of a doctor and I would be managing medication. I have no doubt that if I didn't change some lifestyle habits, that I would be a diabetic managing diabetic medication. I probably would also be on cholesterol medication. I'm sure that would cause me to need some blood pressure medication. And I know that my brain was getting all whacked out and my thyroid was also slipping, and I'd probably have to be managing those as well. I just made the decision. I put the line in the sand that said, I'm not going to go that route. I'm going to choose this route instead. And I do feel like intermittent fasting is the thing that allowed me that confidence and that enthusiasm and that energy to take control of my own health and my own life. And I do feel like it has saved me. I do feel like a lot of the things that I was once afraid of in my future, I no longer fear, and I no longer feel like I'm going to have to manage them or have someone else have to manage them for me because I can't take care of myself. So you can make this lifestyle change and this mindset change without ever having to be sick. You can just say, hey, there's these women that are doing this thing and it seems to be working for them, and what I'm doing isn't working for me. Let me give it a try. There's nothing about intermittent fasting that when you approach it from a healthy mindset, and with the permission to listen to the signs and signals that your body is going to send you so that you can tune into what is working for you and not working for you, it can be life-saving without you ever having to be under the threat of your life not, being in a bad position. So know that you can do this anytime you want. And if you do it, like I said, from the healthy mindset, yes, your body will heal. Yes, you will lose some weight. Yes, you will be able to manage body fat and all the things that we aesthetically are not happy with. But imagine what can happen for your life if you get that inner confidence back, if you believe you're enough, if you have that empowered state when you walk into a room and people notice you because your shoulders are pulled back and your chin is held high and you look like a woman who's there to do business, and you have that confidence and that enthusiasm and that mindset that you can have everything that you say that you want for yourself. That, my friends, is life saving. And so many of us don't realize that. And we're living in this limited space for our life because we don't understand our own power. That is what I really want women in this community to understand, is you have the power to have any life that you want. I will forever fast. I say that here all the time. I will forever fast in some capacity because it gives me that sense of it's almost like a euphoric feeling that I've never had before in my life with any other the things that I've done, and I've done them all because I've been in this industry forever. I will always fast because it does allow me the opportunity to wake up every single day. It happened today where I see and feel myself looking my best. And I'm doing that in my most authentic way. I've done the work to figure out what authentic means for you. And that's the premise and the foundation of the Intermittent Fasting for Today's Aging Woman course. I give you the tools to figure life out for you so that you can do that in your most authentic way by just simply rethinking some things. And so if you haven't done so yet, I would love for you to jump into class with us. I know I say that every time, but I really do want you to feel this. I want you to feel this for yourself. I want you to feel the magic that happens when you just do you and you let your body do all of the extra work. It is absolutely amazing. And I can't wait for more women to be in our community as graduates. So I would love to have you jump into class with us. Okay, so now's the time when I go into the comment section here and I'll read it. So for those of you who are time sensitive and you don't want to hang out with us for the comments, this would be the time that you can go ahead and jump off. If you want to hear some of the comments in our community or want to hear me answer some questions live, then you can go ahead and hang out with us for a little bit longer. Or you can come back around and put something in the comment section. Either way works. I just love having you guys here. Denise, hello from Hamilton, Ontario. Welcome, my friend from Colorado. Hey, Diane, from Georgia. Love all you guys from around. My girl Eloise is here from Texas City, Texas. So we're neighbors. I don't know if you're getting rain today, but it is dark and rainy and stormy here where we live. So make sure you're staying safe today if it's raining there. Manzi Mom, Washington State. Awesome. Judy. Hi, Diane. Looking forward to another great chat from you as always. April 21 grad from Hamilton, Ontario. So you guys, we have a great international base of women here. I'm sure we're going to have some other women from other places as well. So know that what you're going through is not specific to just you. And the life that you've had, although there's some clues that lead to where we end up where we are, right? But every woman going through this season, regardless of where they live around the world, are all going through these same struggles. And that's what I love most about us here in this community. We're willing to share that so we don't feel so alone. I seriously thought I was broken. Like I thought something was seriously wrong with me when I started to feel these changes take place and I couldn't do my tricks to make, them go away. I seriously felt like something was seriously wrong with me. And the more I opened up about it and the more I talked about it, the more I realized it's everyone, right? So don't feel alone in this. Don't feel like it's specific to you. We're all going through this. And the more we talk about it and the more we come together, the more we can heal ourselves and then have a community of women who are definitely looking and feeling their best. Francine from North Carolina. Welcome, my friend. Ellie Lou. I'm currently in the class with you and enjoying every moment. Love this week's topic. So this week in class is our third week, and this is the week we talk about the mindset shifts and the social and emotional aspects of us as women and how we're living our life and how so many of us have really lost the concept of us really being able to take care of ourselves and control ourselves. And it really often does just start with our thoughts. So we're doing some reconditioning in class, and I love this week. Hi from Palm Springs, California. I'm signed up for September 3rd. Super excited. Well, welcome. I'm super excited to have you. My in-laws live in Palm Springs. I love Palm Springs. Claire from Germany. Well, there we go. Welcome, Claire. Jackie, I'm in August class and love watching your live talks. Yeah, so for those of you who are considering jumping into class, we don't do anything live in class. Everything is all pre-recorded lessons for you, so you can jump in anytime you want, regardless of where you are around the world. But these live discussions that we do really do reinforce what you're learning in class as well. So these are what I call extra credit when you're in class for sure. Shelly from the August class. JM1, will mineral sparkling water break a fast? It absolutely will not, as long as there's no flavors in it. Catherine, current member of the August 22 class. So you guys, next week, make sure you practice this, right? My August 22 class members, you will be August 22 graduates next week. So get used to typing that out. I can't wait to have you join our graduate community. Lumen, I think it is, from San Antonio, Texas, just down the road. Nancy, July 22 grad. Hello. A Healthy Hollow. Tennessee sends love and hugs. Well, I will take the loves and hugs, my friend. Shelly, 20 hours of fasting. Kapana, hello. What breaks our fast? I mean, can we take supplements during fasting window like zinc, potassium, magnesium, multivitamins? So minerals don't break a fast, but what you have to make sure that you look at is the ingredients label, because you're not getting pure minerals. You're getting a supplement form of minerals. And so just make sure you're reading the ingredients label. Make sure there's nothing in there that's going to be, take you out of a fast. Denise Wright. Awesome. What did Denise say? I don't know what that was for. Tuning in from Chicago. Hello, Michigan. August 22, current student Kathy, about to be a graduate. Nala, these live calls are so helpful. I'm so glad that you think that. I love being able to communicate with you guys. I love doing them live too, because I feel sometimes we lose that connection. I mean, even though I can't see you guys, I do love to have that immediate response back from your guys' comments, because I know what it was like when I was going through this. I felt so alone and so isolated, and I felt like there was no one I could talk to. And I promised myself when I started helping other women that I would always make sure that I was available to make you feel seen and heard. So I hope that you're feeling that as well. Charlotte from the UK, another international. Janice, hello. Althea from Trinidad, West Indies. I'm in your August class. Third week started, going fine. Still finding out the foods that are good for my body. And here's the deal. I'm going to tell you the honest truth, girlfriend. You're going to always be doing that, right? Because there's always going to be things that you're going to want to experiment with. I'm still experimenting with things and trying new things. And so that's the fun part and the hobby-like part of this, right? Is we're always going to be doing some experiments. And I say that's the fun part of it all. So just keep an open mind to it, and just know that when you make a decision to try something new and it doesn't work for you, that is perfectly okay. That's part of the fun. Marianne from Canada. Pam from, in our current midlife mindset, of course. Yes, you are, my friend. Kay, hello. Jan, August class. My fasting windows have been anywhere from 20 hours to 48 hours, and I still haven't been really hungry prior to feasting. Should I try going 3 days without food on a regular basis? No. So you don't have to keep fasting longer and fasting longer and fasting longer to feel hunger, right? You just might have that kind of body system and the hormones where hunger just feels different for you. So the idea is to create a consistent fasting and feasting window, so your body knows when it's fasting and when your body knows when it's feasting. So I wouldn't go deep into multiple day fasting. I would just get the consistency down and just kind of play with that for a little bit. And then maybe later down the road, do some more. Okay, North Carolina, Lauren, can chewing on a non-food item like a toothpick break a fast? Is it the chewing or only flavor that triggers insulin response? So I don't necessarily think it's the chewing, because you move your mouth all day, right? So that's not it. It's when your tongue senses that like digestion is imminent. So it's the taste of things that sends the signal to your brain. And then remember, like as your body starts to heal, that doesn't become so like hyper responsive kind of thing. And your body will be able to respond more I don't want to say normally, but more intuitively to, some of the things that's going on in your mouth, right? So you don't always have to be that clean about it, or in like about a toothpick or something like that. So when you get balanced back out is when you can start to play with some things, but it's when you're in that imbalance that we have to be really careful about everything triggering. Kathy, have been doing IF about a month, 18.6, and have been doing 24 the past 5 days. Feeling good, but the scale is going up. Yeah, I don't like the fasting part of it. Remember, the fasting part is the healing part, right? So it could be something that you're doing in your feasting window. And if weight triggers something for you, I would definitely stay off the scale, because what you want to do is heal first, and then your body will let go of the weight on its own. So for my everyday weighing people, I would stay off the scale for a while. A1C 6.1 scared me. I discovered you in June and started 20-hour fasting. I've lost 16 pounds and just received blood work results and can only see green for the first time in years. A1C check in October. That's fantastic, my friend. That means it's working, right? So the 20-hour fast is helping your body reverse some of those things that were backing you up. And so it's just going to get better from here with consistency and time. So I am super happy for you. And let us know how the blood work goes in October for sure. It's going to be really amazing to see how that just settles itself out. Gabby, registered for class on September 3rd. Very excited. Cannot wait to have you. I have a Gabby in my life as well. Wendy, finally catching you live. I've been watching your YouTube channel for 2 weeks, and today I just finished my day 3 of 20 hours of fasting. I'm surprised I haven't been that hungry. This is the first time I fasted. Well, congratulations, my friend. Are you going to join us in class on the 3rd, when you can understand all of those things that are going on in your body and why they're happening and why it's so beneficial to you? We'd love to see you in class. Sherry, hello, beautiful. Well, hello, beautiful back. Sherry, July 22, feeling great on 20 to 22 hour fast, heading back to work tomorrow, and I'm anticipating coworkers asking, aren't you eating lunch today? My plan is to eat before work and work out after I get home. I've got to get used to the new schedule and routine. Yeah. It'll probably be a lot easier than you think. The uneasiness or the fear or the anticipation is the going back to work and what your friends are going to say, but your body's settled. Your body will be fine. So I always just tell people that, you could say whatever you want. Don't tell them you're fasting, because they'll probably freak out and then you'll freak out. So just be like, I'm not hungry. I'm going to do something else with my time. Go grade papers if you're a school teacher, or go do something, go for a walk, listen to a podcast, just do something else with your time. Just because you have a lunch break doesn't mean you have to eat. That a lunch break is literally just a break from work. Gabby, hello from the UK. Love it. Claire from Quebec. Vidya, I'm in Thailand. I'm 51, doing IF since 2 years now, 16.8, but the menopause weight is coming on, making me so depressed, but I'm not giving up. I'm trying to make it to the 20 hours, and you are doing a great job. Thank you so much. So think about these things. Think about these things that you want in your life, right? If menopause is setting in and it's making you feel all kinds of ways that aren't normal for you, then you're fasting for these reasons, right? You're fasting to get through this season of change, and the other side of it is amazing. Wendy from Wichita class, she's Wichita, she's in the August class. It's all making sense now. Loving your course. Yeah, this is what I love about the way the course is laid out, and it's taken me a long time to get it to this course you guys are in, that I think is the perfect version of the course we've done so far, the most perfect, is it takes you on a journey, and the lessons take you on the journey that your body is going through, and then the lessons build on what your mind is going through. So everything is set up exactly the way I went through fasting and the journey that I went through, and all of the women that came before you. So my current students are getting the best of the best of the best, and it's because of the women who have come before you and paved the way and really helped me tweak some things. And so I'm glad that you're enjoying class. It is just a great experience for everyone. Norma from Michigan signed up for September class. Looking forward to learning lots. Cannot wait to have you. Sandy, August class. I'm feeling amazing, all caps. This class is the best treat to myself, and all I have learned is priceless. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate you. Yeah, it is fascinating when we just get with a group of women and we do this in a very controlled setting with one little change at a time. And you come out of the class feeling so complete and so informed and so empowered. And Sandy, I'm excited for you. And I can't wait to have you in our community as a graduate as well. Gwen, Diane, preach it, girl. Exactly why I joined the August class and checking them off one by one with your support and knowledge. Yes, we get so fixated on physique. I guarantee you this video on YouTube and Facebook won't get as many views as the ones that say weight loss in them, right? Because all we get so focused on, all I want to do is lose weight. And we don't realize what we're losing in that process, right? All of these things that we don't put enough time and effort in are really limiting us and how we show up in our life, and maybe even limiting us in our life in general. And when we really do focus on this outside of weight, right? All these things are really what are going to make it click for you in your brain and are what are going to help you lose weight. Is because when you feel optimistic, when you feel empowered, when you feel energized, when you have thoughts about your futures, when you're actually setting goals, even if it's just a vacation 12 months from now that you're super excited about, when you're saving time and money, and you could take that money that you've been wasting and the time that you've been wasting doing things that aren't serving you, and you can reinvest those things into something that will, you get your life back. And then not having to manage this and being authentic and being confident, like, y'all, it is the best way to live our life, 100%. Beverly, I just started following you on this channel and I have been motivated to do the 20-hour fasting. Well, congratulations, my friend. You should jump into class with us. Audrey, I 100% agree. Life as a woman, especially single moms, is extremely difficult with all that women are trying to balance, mostly on our own because we have trouble asking for help. Is overwhelming. Isn't that funny? We have trouble asking for help, yet when it comes to taking care of ourselves, especially when it comes to fitness and feeding ourselves, we feel like we can't do it without someone telling us what to do. So that's kind of like this little like struggle we have as well. I'm lucky because being a natural introvert means I don't seek approval from or get energy from other people. I have always preferred to spend most of my time alone. If you are an extrovert, you definitely care more about what other people think or want to be liked by others. I'm hitting 60 and yeah, and I'm going to say yes and no on the extrovert introvert part. I get the introvert part 100%. Like if you're kind of only worried about you, then you probably really don't care about what other people think, or maybe you're not exposed to them as much. I'm an extrovert. And I can honestly tell you, I don't really give a rat's, you know what people think about me. But that's the mindset work and the coaching that I've had, and really the way I've chosen to live my life. And I don't really know if that is because I'm an extrovert, but because I've done the work on me, that other people's opinions about me just don't. I don't care, right? Like I don't care, especially the mean ones. And y'all living on social media, I get them all. So I really had to do a lot of work on that. So I would say introvert or extrovert, make sure you are doing the work on yourself, right? And introverts, don't avoid people out of fear. They're going to say something about you, right? Just do the work on your own self-confidence and you being your most authentic self. So whether you're introverted or extroverted and someone says something, you just don't care because you only care about what you think. And that's the best way to live our life for sure. Althea or Hi Vidya. I am from Thailand or Trinidad. Also, just joined the course. It is life-changing. You will not regret it. Diane will help you. Thank you for saying that, my friend. Yeah, the hesitation. We talked about this a couple weeks ago, right? It's living in that middle of, I think I should do this, but I'm not really sure if I should jump in. And those are the fears from the past. I always say just jump in. If you have that feeling, jump in. You will not be disappointed. Diane, love your videos. Already fasting 4 weeks, 24. Fantastic. Working for me. I love it. Hi, is there a process to get to 24 hours from a beginner? Do you start with a bigger window like 16, 8, etc., and work up to 20? Girlfriend, I teach you that in class. You should jump into the Intermittent Fasting for Today's Aging Woman course, which starts on September 3rd. I will teach you all of that. Nada from Palm Springs. I signed up for September 3rd. I'm super excited. I have been binge watching your videos because this is the first time I'm feeling like this is believable process that will work for me. Also, I've been doing 24 for the last 3 days and I'm feeling better and down 2 pounds. Wow, I'm blown away. Thank you. Yeah, this is something that you can believe in for sure because you create it, right? I'm going to share with you guys something too, in case some of you are kind of on the fence about joining us in class. As soon as you sign up for class and you register, I email you my intermittent fasting guide and journal. And I also email you my intermittent feasting guide, which we use in class. And I had someone like a couple weeks ago before the August class start say they didn't think the class was for them because they're a carnivore and I appear to be a vegan. And then I had someone email me today saying they signed up for class and they're a vegan and it doesn't look like I support that. two completely opposite things, right? And that's because oftentimes when we look at things, we look at it from where we are and not what we're being presented. So just know when you're in class, I will never tell you how to eat. Never tell you how to eat. I will suggest ways that you can think about some things that you're eating and ask yourself if it's really serving you, or if you put yourself too tight into a box following all these rules that you're not questioning when you probably should be questioning them. But I will never tell you how to feed yourself. You are a grown woman, and I give you all the respect that you deserve as a grown woman, and I will just help you make decisions for yourself. So vegan, vegetarian, carnivore, paleo, whatever you want to bring to the table, bring it. And then we'll figure out how to tweak that for you if it needs tweaking, or for you to just go on living your best life with that. Vija, you're welcome. T. Ruley, thank you, Diane. You are a blessing from God. Thank you for sharing this. You're welcome, my friend. Rhea from Washington, welcome. Catherine, can I drink electrolytes during the fasting phase, or should I save it for feasting? It depends on what's in your electrolytes. So electrolytes is broad, right? Well, electrolytes are potassium, magnesium, sodium, calcium, but what form are you getting them in is the big question. Minerals in and of themselves will not break your fast. Kelly from New Zealand, welcome, my friend. I'm loving everything I've learned. So grateful, and I'm loving how I feel every day. So empowered and optimistic. Energy is back, and loving feeling like I'm back in control. That is life-saving, my friend. The fog has lifted, and yes, more time for me not living in the fridge all the time. I used to do so much emotional eating. Yeah, and here's the thing about that emotional eating, right? Is this is when we do this, right? We feel low, we take a hit, we get a high. We feel low, we take a hit, we get a high. And what intermittent fasting will do for you is this is the energized sense of calm. So the emotional fix need goes away, and you just run on your own accord. And that is the beautiful thing for sure. T. Ruley, I was wondering the same about Catherine, can we drink electrolytes? It all depends on the form. Demery, thanks to you, I've lost 55 pounds. I've gone off high blood pressure medication after 20 years. My doctor is stunned. That's why we have to just use doctors for what they're good for, right? I've been becoming the best possible me. Thank you, Diane. Okay, so my friends who are on high blood pressure medication, Demery, is proof that you can get off of them with lifestyle changes. Oftentimes blood pressure being elevated is lifestyle related. So she changed her lifestyle, she changed her outcome, and she's lost 55 pounds. And stunned her doctor. Well, there you go. Girlfriend, keep stunning that doctor is what I say, and good for you. Maria, greetings from Greece. Yes, August class, feeling great. Thank you for all of your input and support. It's greatly appreciated. You're welcome, my friend. And Maria, I'm going to come visit you one day. Greece is on my bucket list. Electrolytes and water does not break a fast. Yes, it just depends on the form of which they're in. And Demery, you're getting all kinds of compliments. Electrolytes and water does not break a fast. In fact, it enhances your fast. Magnesium, potassium, sodium, and calcium in their natural forms 100%. But be careful about all those gimmicky electrolyte powders and stuff out there. Those are processed, right? Electrolytes, and they're different. Mary from July class, enjoying my journey. Love it. Also learned tons from her videos. I think you're talking about me. Plan to take her class soon. Awesome. Can't wait to have you. Stacy, does flavored electrolytes break a fast? 100%. Collagen, yes. I don't know about all those other things, but yeah, if you're really worried about breaking your fast, I say just do nothing. Kathy, unflavored electrolytes only during fast only. Okay. I do coffee with a bit of cream. Is that okay? It all depends, right? So if you're putting creamer in your coffee and you're frustrated with the results you're not getting, it's the creamer in your coffee. Joanne, looking beautiful, Diane. Well, thank you, my friend. Today is Detox Me Monday. You guys know I do my little face detox on Mondays and Thursdays before I come live here with you guys. So I always get that fresh, glowy skin. Hi from Maryland. Hello, Joe being Joe. May I know how much it is to take the course and how do I sign up? You go to fortodaysagingwoman.com, find out more. I put the link in both YouTube and Facebook, so you can just go there. You can go in the description box as well. You'll sign up for my email list. Then you go to the page with all the information that answer all your questions, and then you can register. It's $197 for 30 days, 3 weeks of lessons. Sue will also fast forever. Yeah, for sure. Don digs in. Love your show. So much information and caring. Thank you. You're welcome, my friend. Pinky Pink. It's nice to finally catch you live. I love all your videos. I'm doing 20-hour fast most days and feel great. Fantastic, my friend. Christy, July 22 grad. I'm finally living my most authentic life. Diane is the first and only coach that has ever answered a question with I don't know. How do you feel when you do or do not eat something? It connected me on a whole different level. I started thinking for myself and really listening to my own body. Thank you so much. Yeah, you're welcome, Christy. That's the way it should be. No one on the internet should ever answer a question about you if they don't know you, right? So you asked a question, I don't know, right? So you have to go test that out for yourself and then come back and let me know how it worked. I do want you to come back and let me know how it worked because I think it's always fascinating how people have such different responses and reactions to things. So that's the way to be the most authentic and honest coach with people is if you don't know, you should just say you don't know for sure. I'm not here to sell you a bunch of stuff that's not going to work for you. Kelly, loving the August class, 24, sometimes 22. I feel the confidence and feel so happy and great. And at 51, I can finally say that and going through menopause. I highly recommend jumping into class. Yeah. To say your age in any season of menopause and that you're feeling great is always such a delightful thing to read altogether. Hello from Northern Utah. Janice, I've been doing 18 to 22 hours properly for a month. I'm not a natural breakfast eater anyway. And at last, I have permission to skip breakfast. Right? Gosh, we've been doing that way too long against our body's will. Mandy, this was meant for me. I needed to hear this. I know it was, Mandy. I did it just for you, and I'm so glad you were here today to receive it. And we all need to hear this every now and then. Demery, and I'm the opposite. I love breakfast. It's for anyone's schedule of eating. Yeah, you can just pick your own hours for sure. Althea, so happy to learn from your recovery experiences. You do it. We can do it too. So I'm so encouraged to do it for the long haul. Yeah, 100%. You can fast every single day of your life and you can also mix things up, right? So it's just giving yourself permission to not be so tight in a box, following such tight rules that you feel you have to be all in or all out. You get to decide that. Marianne from the Great Smoky Mountains. Elsie, yes, this is a game changer, Diane, 100%. Jabeen, can I drink Starbucks blonde roast iced coffee if it's unsweetened? I don't know, girlfriend, if that works for you. If it's unsweetened and that works for you, then I would say go for it for sure. Okay, so here I'm going to ask you, 363 people here. Please, if you haven't done so yet, can you hit that like button for me? Because again, this just pushes this information out to more women who are searching for answers. Right? We will help get this into the hands of the people who need to hear it. And then if you haven't done so yet on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button. And if you haven't done so on Facebook, please make sure you're following. This really does. It helps this information get pushed out into communities of women who are searching for it. They'll be able to find us so much easier and you'll get to play a part in paying it forward to them. Last, thinking of joining you in September, I need to find myself again. Last, sign up today. Go in the description box or go in the comment section, find the link, click on it, put your email address in, go to the next page, read all the information about class, then click the I'm ready to join, go to the next page and sign up and reserve your spot in class. If you think you need to do it, don't wait. Just get it done today. You'll get the guides. You can start looking over those. You'll take ownership of the decision that you made. And before you know it, September 3rd is going to be here and then we'll be in class. Super easy peasy. Keisha from North Carolina. Love it. Juliet, I'm in your August 22 class and have learned so much. Raining in England as well. Yeah, well, we all need rain. So I'm taking it as a win today. I'm going to stay in the house. I'm going to turn on a bunch of lights and get a bunch of work done. Stephanie, so glad to have found you. Been doing 20-hour fast most days. Weight loss is slow, but my clothes feel looser. I feel more energy, better sleeping, and more confidence to know I'm in control finally. Going to sign up for the next class from Ontario. We can't wait to have you. These are the life-saving things, right? All the things that you just talked about are going to be life-saving for you, and then the weight will come off. So save your life with these things first, and then trust me, the weight part will come off. But getting you back is the most important thing. Nala in August class, it's great. Georgine, Arkansas, August 22 class. Thank you for caring. Oh yeah, thanks for hanging out with me. I couldn't do this without you guys giving up time in your day to come put a comment in the comment section to help someone else, to hang out with me. I absolutely love the fact that you are trusting me with you. I never ever take that for granted. So thank you guys so much. Demery, as an alcoholic in recovery, IF has actually helped me in that area as well. Of course it has, because you're creating those boundaries of discipline and you're balancing out your body. So thank you for sharing that. Mel, El Paso, Texas, found you a few months ago, fasting 20 hours, have lost 8 pounds and started exercising. Well, there you go. You're getting your life back, my friend. I love it. Dima, hello from Montreal. Euphoric is a key word for sure. This is how I'm feeling with IF. Yes. Who doesn't want to feel euphoric, right? That's the best feeling. Okay, let's see. Do electrolytes break a fast or lemon? Lemon water, 100%. Electrolytes depends on the form. Peg Marie, I've been IF for a month, lost 7 pounds within 2 weeks, and now at a standstill. You mentioned that maybe our body is working on other things. Can you expand on that? Yeah, it's just a pause, right? Losing weight takes a lot out of our body. And it's the lowest priority for our body and the highest priority for our thoughts. So when you lose weight in the beginning, it's because you made changes to make that happen, and then your body just gets like to the set point where now it's going to go work on something else. So don't get discouraged. Commit to a lifestyle. That's why we call this a lifestyle and not a diet. You're going to keep rinsing and repeating the things that you're doing, and then your body will catch up and more weight will come off. If your body feels that more weight should come off, you got to be patient. JB, Dr. Ken Berry just said a new study shows stevia triggers an insulin spike and messes up gut biome. Well, we've been saying that forever. So Dr. Berg's a little bit on the late train. We've been saying that for a long time. Julie, register for the September class. I'm so excited on what I will be learning in the 3 weeks. Come on September 3rd. Girl, get ready. Life-saving stuff. Marisol, when does the new September semester begin? We start on September the 3rd. Registration closes on the 2nd. Links are in the description box and in the comment section, so you can scroll and probably find them, or you can just go to fortoday'sagingwoman.com. There's information there as well. Leslie, August class and amazing things are happening. 100%. Kay, I'm in the August class learning so much. It's a game changer. Love the live classes also. Yeah, they're extra credit for sure. Sylvia, August class from Germany. So grateful to see my body, my attitude, and my life change. Food is such a basic thing to start a change inside out. Love it. And thanks, Diane, for your passion. Yeah, 100%, my friend. And thank you for jumping in with us all the way from Germany. We love having you here with us. Yeah, and food is that thing. It's so basic, right? But it is such a life-limiting thing if we don't use it in the proper way. July 22 grad, hello from New Mexico. You're welcome, my friend. Marisol, hello from Covina. Leslie, August class, amazing things are happening, saving my life. Yes, you are. Tamara, my May grad, and it has been life-changing after 20 years of struggling. Trust the process. Hiking Fort Nears in a fasted state. Isn't that the best? Wow, all the energy you must be having. Camille, new here, 49 years old, and hormones are going crazy. Feel very hungry. At what point will the hunger feeling get better? How long into fasting? I'm from Maryland. Camille, you got to join us in class. You got to go through the every single day process of making those incremental changes. And then you'll start to feel everything balanced out when you put some boundaries in there. And before you know it, the hunger part will be something. The hungry part is something that never really ever goes away. But the way you think about it and the way you manage it is what I teach in class. And I think that might be the part that you're missing. Bree, August class. I'm so motivated. Yes. Quantum, I'm in class now and really struggling with a 20-hour fast because of the emotions that I actually have to deal with without food and drink to pacify myself with. I'm up to 16 hours and then anxiety. I would highly recommend booking a consult call with me if you can. We can kind of work through some of those things to see if we can find some other things to put in place other than food when you get those feelings. And then I don't know, maybe 16 hours is good enough for you. We'll have to figure that out. But I would say book a call with me. Mandy, I had my menstrual and after started fasting 20 hours a weekend, and I had another one much heavier and lasted 5 days. Have you heard of this happening? Yeah, it happened to me too. I was almost at that 12-month mark, and then I was fasting and my cycle came back for a couple of months and then it went away again and never came back. So it might just be some of your body just kind of balancing out. And estrogen is stored in fat as well. So as you start kind of utilizing that as an energy source, we can get a little bit of that in our system. So that could be it too. Miss BC, I just finished 16-hour fast, doing 20 on a majority of the days on day 41. Longest I've ever done any popular WOE consistently. Feeling and seeing some changes in the body. Haven't weighed yet. Don't weigh. If you're feeling and seeing changes, that's all you need. Wendy, I plan to join the September class. I'm 56 on August 28th and having really extreme hot flashes. The hot flashes will go away, my friend, on their own once you start doing this. Sherry, you plan on knitting during lunch break. Remember, I'm a lunch lady. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, knit on your lunch break, my friend. Do something productive. You don't have to eat. It's just a break from work. Judy, I have to conquer I have to concur about you with the scale. I only weigh myself a couple times a month when I first started, and to this day I still only weigh once a week. Yeah, I weigh like once every few months, and it's usually only when I'm doing something different to kind of see the change. I never do it to validate anything. Hey, fast fam. Okay, I got to get through these quick. I got to get on a consult call in a few minutes. Julianne 50. I'm in the Mindset Shift class and really enjoy our 3 live calls every week. I continue to learn so much and feel so inspired and motivated. Released 8 pounds. Thank you so much. Julianne, I'm so happy for you. Yeah, these live interactions are super powerful because so many of us, we need that connection. So I'm glad that you're taking advantage of all the ones that are available for sure. Sherry, by the way, GKI has brought me right where I feel like how I feel, and followed your suggestion about not being so keto. So I use my sensible carbs in veggies. Yeah, right. You do not have to follow a ketogenic diet to get your body in a state of ketosis. You have to get your body into a place where it can utilize fat stores for energy to get into ketosis. So we got to make sure we know how we have the power to do that too. Roberta, I'm just chiming in. How much is the class and when does it start? September 3rd, 2022. Registration starts on September the 2nd. It's $197. Charmaine, enjoy your chats, but I am feeling so disappointed that I neglected my IF, but feeling encouraged to get going again. Don't waste a second, Charmaine, on feeling disappointed. Just make the decision today that you know that intermittent fasting works for you, and you're just going to jump right back in and you just let go of everything else. You go from today forward, let go of all those feelings you have from the past, my friend. Marie, my fasts are not difficult. 20 hours, sometimes 21. My weight wise, I'm very discouraged. I am an OG still watching the scale. Hard habit to break. I feel good watching you and probably need to join your September 3rd course. You 100% need to join our September 3rd course because you get me every single day. Every single day I teach you a lesson and it keeps you really focused and motivated. And the weight, you got to just put that scale away. It's not helping you at all. I can do the fasting, but I don't know what to eat on the feasting. Yeah, you got to just play around with that one for sure. And you recommend we fast for 20 hours at a time? Yes. Claire, hi, I'm still okay to take my thyroid medication prior to my feast. I can't get an answer anywhere in info on the internet. Did you talk to your doctor about that? About when to take your thyroid medication? And then here's the deal. Just make all the other changes. And if you have to take your thyroid medication at a certain time and you're worried about breaking your fast, you just keep fasting and do what you have to do per your doctor's instructions with the goal of being off your thyroid medication so it doesn't interfere with your life. Tracy, yep, she tracks everything in a notebook. Marisol, question again. I'm looking to make homemade tortillas, a psyllium husk powder. I don't know. You have to just read the ingredients on that stuff. Lori, at 55 and great coaching mindset. It's not my business what they are saying about me. It is not your business what they're saying about you. It's usually when people have things to say about you, it's a reflection of what they're feeling about themselves, right? And trust me, I get it all. Right? And it always is just that thing where I just pause and go, wow, how sad. That person must just be having a really bad day, or maybe they're not very happy about themselves. It has nothing to do with me because I know how I feel about me. Olivia, thanks, Diane. Love listening to your lessons. Wow, I'm so happy. Dima, hello from Montreal. Euphoric feeling is the key word. Rita, during my fast, I had trace minerals, diarrhea right after. Maybe I don't need them. Maybe. Tina, does intermittent fasting cause your adrenals to work overtime to compensate for the energy? Absolutely does not. Does not. Oh, it's a skin exfoliating mask that I do every Monday and Thursday before I come live, so my face is all shiny and bright. You can send me a DM or send me an email and I'll get you the information on it. From San Diego, do vitamin supplements, prebiotics break a fast? I would say yes. If you're fasting to kind of reset some things, don't risk it with those things. Just put them in your feast. Okay, so I got to get through. I'm looking for question marks. So if I see a question mark, I'm going to answer it, and then I got to get off. Hi, I'm your neighbor over here in Grapevine. Hey, neighbor, what about hair loss with fasting? Do you have this issue? I did 100% when I started putting working out back in, and I just was depleting myself too rapidly, and I had to build in some more in my feasting window, and I balanced that out, and everything went back to normal. So it happens. It's just a hormone reset. Been fasting with water. I just subscribed to you. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much. You've changed my life. 20-hour fast is a game changer. Yes. Yeah, teaching are great. Join now. Thank you for saying that. Okay, I'm looking for some questions I can answer. I love all the compliments, but I'm going to have to pass those for today to get to the questions. My hunger changed after I became fat adapted. I get hunger pains a few times during a 20-hour fast, but if I don't eat, my body decides to make do with body fat, but I always check for food first. Yeah, it's just a mindset thing you got to get through. August class of information. Love the class. Okay, you guys, I got to run because I got to get on a coaching call with a client at 1:00. So I will go through these in the private chat when I jump off. If you have something that you wanted me to see and I didn't get to it, you can just put it in the comment section when this gets posted on my YouTube channel, and I'll come back through and give you a little heart or comment if it needs a comment. If you haven't done so yet, subscribe, please. We're getting so close to my goal of 100,000 subscribers here in our community, and it does just help this information get to other hands, so you get to help in my journey of helping more women as well. And then make sure you check the comments or the description box for the link to sign up for class. Registration does close on the 2nd. We will start on the 3rd. If you have that like yearning in your gut that you feel like you need to do this, just do it. Once you make that decision, everything will change for you. Have a good rest of your day, you guys. I'll see you back here on Thursday. Tuesday, I'll see you on Instagram at 1 p.m. and Friday at 1 p.m., but Thursday here on YouTube and Facebook. I can't wait to hang out with you guys again.